faster you want to go, the more precise you have to be. And this is where strength training kind of comes into play when you're doing strength, power, and speed, whatever your biomotor ability that you're working on. There has to be some level of precision over time. Otherwise, you're expending more energy than you have to in order to achieve that specific quality.
Welcome to the Inner Athlete Podcast. I'm your host, Trent, and this is the show where we dive into all things youth athlete development, strength and conditioning, and the mindset needed to thrive on and off the field. Whether you're a parent looking to support your child's athletic journey, a coach seeking fresh insights, or an athlete ready to take your game to the next level, you're in the right place. Before we jump in, make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated on our latest episodes. If you enjoy the show, please give us a like, share it with your friends, and help us reach even more people who can benefit from these insights. Together, we can empower the next generation of athletes to perform at their best. Now, let's get into it.
Right. Welcome back to the Inner Athlete Podcast 2025. What a crazy end of the year it has been indeed. We've got one of our coaches here, Billy. We've already done a podcast in regards to swimming, strength and conditioning. And now we're going to go a little bit deeper in terms of the methods of the madness and, you know, how we actually ended up winning age states, knocking off another Wadding. First time in 10 years. So that is absolutely, it's kind of insanity, really.
Yeah, unreal result.
Yeah. And how it was so like down to the wire, which I thought was really interesting with the whole process as well. But yeah, so what we're going to do today, we're going to review long course states in terms of what we did. We came off short course, did a bit of a planning session, identified some key areas we needed to improve on, implemented some new things as well, which I thought was really good to see. And we've actually kind of started to implement more of that, which we'll go into a bit more detail. We're also going to go into some of the challenges, the changes and strategies we help them to perform at their best overall across the whole club, because this was, you know, we had, I don't know, at least 100 swimmers, I think.
At least,
no,
yeah.
Actually, I think it might have been just shy. I think it was like 80 or 90 swimmers in total. And it was honestly, it was really good to see so many kids do so well. And some of the podiums, you know, MSC, you know, top 3 for some races as well, which is really cool. But yeah, we're going to go through the challenges first, because it was quite a unique transition. I think was from coming off short course states, and then a few things had changed from there. If you want to go through, what were your challenges that you?
I think the major one, I think, for us was going from the 3 sessions a week down to 2. I guess in terms of both like a programming and like contact time with the athletes, that was a big shift from last season, or short course to long course. Especially for the older guys, the performance crew, I feel that was potentially going to be a bit of an issue, but that we had to work around. I don't know your thoughts on that, but yeah, that was definitely the first sort of couple months, kind of getting used to how we're going to change the way we dealt with each session, and ultimately, how we programmed for them as well, as a result of less contact time.
Yeah, so the biggest one was cutting down from 3 dry land sessions to 2 sessions. I think that was the biggest one. I think it was just more of a logistical issue than anything else. But overall, we seemed to do pretty well, just because in terms of that challenge, what we ended up doing is using Bridge Athletic, which is our online training platform that we have for all our national age swimmers. It ended up working like a treat. So a lot of them had access to a gym, whether it's a school gym. Some of them live in like high-rise complexes. They might have a gym within that as well, or they might have access to just going to be able to get a normal gym membership, you know, like a $7.95, $10.95 membership, and then just be able to follow the program through there. So in terms of that hurdle, it wasn't too bad. In terms of what we could give them, it was quite limited, because obviously we want to be able to load them up safely and effectively, and, you know, be able to manage them and be able to coach them through in terms of load progressions of what they should be aiming for, and then be able to use a lot of the data and then more of that subjective feedback, and to be able to make those adjustments, and then obviously using more objective feedback from their actual training sessions of like, all right, this is their training volume from what they did in the morning. All right, maybe we need to they need to back off on their legs because I pulled up really sore, or we need to just, swap them out for something else from that perspective. But you actually had another challenge. You had to change locations, didn't you?
Yeah, well, yeah. So I oversee the Wrighton location, now Wrighton from Fitzroy, which was a big challenge, sort of not just in moving location,